Peace to the gods and peace to the saints. This is a whole different type of reading right here, okay? We ain't even doing the intro. It's been almost a year since Kobe Bryant has come to me. I do have a gift of mediumship. It's a gift I don't share with too many people or too often because it's very precious to me and it's still new. But I did make a promise to Kobe a month ago. And I told Kobe I will finally put out his channeled message that he wants me to put out. And we've been talking for almost a year, like I said, because it took him a few days to cross over when he passed away, actually. He didn't cross over right away. We're going to get to that. But it's like he came directly to me. And he has a lot to say. And I can't say everything that he wants me to say because some of it will get me in trouble. So I can't say everything. But I'm going to do my best to channel the messages that I can for Mr. Bryant. And I made the promise to him a month ago because I knew his anniversary was coming up. And the energy been feeling off all week. And now I know why. So here we go. It was not supposed to happen this way. They rewrote my history book. They took me before it was time. They forced the hand of God. They are not God. They took everything that was precious from me. They took me when I was in my gold years. They took the life of my baby girl. They took me away from my children. They took me away from my wife. They took me away from my family. This is bigger than just the fans. I gave everything I had to you. I gave all my blood, my sweat, my tears, my hard work on that court. And my life was took because of it. There are a lot of precious memories I will not get to have with my children. There's a lot of memories I will not get to be there for. I don't get to hold my wife anymore, but I'm there with her every night. I'm still mad as hell they took me from my children. But one time I stand up for something that I know I'm doing is right, my life got took for it. There was nothing wrong in the hills that day. They made that happen. The pilot could see clearly. It was calculated. And he will forever be a heartless bastard for it. Not only did you take my life, you took the lives of other innocent children. And you took parents away from children that needed them. This country is being ran by a red-eyed devil that will eat your soul. And they devoured mine that day. The AM we were getting on the chopper, I could feel something wasn't right. I could feel it inside of my body. The movements were off. But Gigi was so happy. She just wanted to go to her game. There's nothing I wouldn't do for that little girl. I left this earth before I was supposed to. And I also left some unfinished business behind. My parents may never understand the life that I chose, who I chose, or the things I chose to do. But they were the things that made me happy, and that is none of the world's concern. My marriage to my wife is irreplaceable. She is my queen, my goddess, and my earth. She is everything that I ever wanted and more. And she deserved the best from me. I hate that it's people talking bad about her. She did everything that a wife was supposed to do and more. She's amazing. I just want to be able to hold my children again, and they know that daddy's actually there. And it's not just a feeling or a memory. I had a lot of business plans that I'm not going to get to see go through because they stopped them, because I knew what they were up to. Gigi had a whole bright future in front of her. I was excited to sit down with her and go over scholarships and pick out colleges and go on campus tours. But because of my good heart, I am no longer here. The world may say they love me, but they forgive the same monster for what they have done. I am not pleased with some of these interviews and interviewers and what they have to say about me. But they talked about me when I was alive. I knew they were going to talk about me when I was dead anyway. I'm surprised by some of the lashing that I have taken in the media, though. But when you are the greatest, they're always going to try to dig up something on you. I was a threat. And I was stronger than what they could contain. And my death showed them that. My death stopped the whole world. And I would have stopped the world too, if they would have let me live. I do not feel right leaving my mission incomplete. There's so many people who still needed my help. There's so many youth that I still could have done for. There's so many plans that me and other celebrities were coming up with. And they took it all from me. I got robbed. Nothing can describe the feeling of watching yourself die. And watching the people that you spent years around, spent time around, die. Watching the child who lights up your life every day die. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Yeah, I had to take a breather in between, because this energy is very intense. When Kobe came to me a year ago, he was extremely, extremely, extremely angry. And I could not give his message at all. because he was just so pissed off, y'all. He was, belligerent. He was cussing. He was pacing back and forth. Like, he was so mad, spit was coming out his mouth. Like, he was very pissed. And he wasn't even upset at the fact that he died. He didn't care about him being a legend. He didn't care about his legacy or what he was leaving behind. He didn't care about how many lives he touched. He didn't even care about his wife being hurt at the time. All he cared about was the fact that his daughter's life got cut short way too soon. And when you are an empath, and when you are gifted enough to be able to have the spiritual gift of being a medium, it's a lot of responsibility that come with it. And there's a lot of different side effects that come with it. And I've had, like I said, many conversations with Kobe. I told him he had to clean his message up, because you're not going to be getting me done up. Okay, sir? But right now, he seems very calm, which is a good thing. Which means he's starting to come to peace with it. I don't think he's all the way there, though. But I think he's trying to figure out what it is he can do from the other side. So I'm going to do a breathing exercise, and I'm going to see if he has any other messages, which I'm sure he does. They stopped our plans. We had plans. It was plans to help the Black youth. They knew what we were doing, and they didn't like it. All of these things they're telling you on the media is a lie. They knew it was coming. I was going to blow the whistle, so I couldn't be here. Not every count is the count that they say it is. There's a lot of bodies missing. Not every casket closed is being closed with truth. Open your eyes. That's what I was trying to do. I just wanted to open your eyes. But they want to keep them blind. I was becoming too powerful. We were becoming too powerful. I was too much of an influence. It wasn't accidental. I've been watched for years. He's saying something about foreign countries, but I can't hear it clearly, and I probably don't need to. But he's saying something about foreign countries, speaking to foreign countries, coming together with foreign countries. Got caught. I was the leader, so I had to go down. I was the one everyone listened to. I was the one with the guidance and the wisdom. I had the blueprint. I was the mastermind. I was the genius that they couldn't get to come to the other side, so they took me out. And every time my name is mentioned, they feel guilt or sick to their stomachs. But legends never die. This year, a lot of truth will come out about what happened. Not just to me, but things that have been going on behind the scenes. My little girl will be rewarded, even though she's on the other side with me. I will always love my wife, and I will not ever love another woman in this lifetime or any other lifetime. I will always find her every lifetime, or I will forever be lonely and single until I do. I'd rather be alone than be without her. Keeps talking about his parents and how he wish it was some things he would have said. He said we always think that it's the other way around. Parents go first and not the child. He said, boy, was this an eye-opener? He said he's still trying to get used to this death shit. He said there's certain friends that he still goes and visit. One of them is LeBron James. He's very proud of how he's carrying the team. He said he wished black men would stop being in competition with one another and that y'all would love one another and encourage one another, speak up for one another, help guide one another. He said bring the brotherhood back. The respect has been lost. We need the respect. We need the respect. You are not what they try to tell you in those books. You come from something greater than that. And that's the facts that they don't want out. While I was on a breather break, Gigi briefly came in, and I asked her if she wanted to say anything. And she said, Mommy, I love you and I miss you so much. But oh boy, where I'm at, I've seen so much and nothing hurts. There's no pain. And she says she would love for her mother to come and join her. But her sisters need her more right now. And she said that her mother will find love again. It's going to be a few years. But she will find love again. And the world needs to accept it and be happy for her. I asked her if she had a message that she would like to give to the rest of the world. And she said she just wants everybody to live with joy, peace, and love. And just be happy. And she said it should be a rule where you have to hug one stranger a day. She's so pure-hearted. Flipping back to Kobe, I asked him if he had any closing messages. And he said he wants the world to know this was not supposed to happen. This was not supposed to go down like this. This was not an accident. This was premeditated. They know what they did. He said soon the world will too. He said there's information out there to find out what happened to him. To find out what really happened to him. He said there's a lot of digging you're going to have to do though. He said he's amazed by how some of his fans have done so much detailed research. Some have even gone back to the grounds of where the crash happened, trying to figure it out. He said he's very impressed with that. That's something he would have did or thought of doing. He said because it doesn't make sense. And it will never make sense. Because it was made to look that way. He said he had a lot of properties he wanted to turn into other things. Seems like he wanted to do a lot of things for the underprivileged. A lot of things he had been thinking about doing his whole entire career when he retired. And it was stolen from me. My opportunity to make things right was stolen from me. My opportunity to be a better dad was stolen from me. To be present, to be there. What I'm sensing right now, y'all, is like a guilt from him. Because the one thing he did not want, what I'm hearing him say he did not want, was for his children not to have a father. And he said he was there every moment that he could have been there when he was here on earth. But the opportunity where he finally got to actually really be present in their lives now has been taken from him. And he's extremely upset about that. Because he never wanted to be a statistic. And I think what he's not understanding right now, because he's still kind of frustrated about it, which is understandable, is that he's not a deadbeat. And that's kind of how he's feeling because he can't do anything about it. And that was the one thing I do remember when he came to me the very many times last year. He was upset about that he couldn't do anything about it. And he was always in control, he said. So, y'all, these are the messages that I am getting from Mr. Bryant. He said he gonna have some more. I don't doubt it, okay? Because one thing about him, he is definitely persistent, okay? I told him I would do this for him. I owe this to him. I feel very uncomfortable right now, but I know it's all for a reason, and eventually I was going to have to share this gift. So thank you, Mr. Bryant, for helping me live my purpose. And everybody, just make sure whenever I do upload this message that you remember after you cut this video off and you decide to move forward in your everyday life, that you always put in the front of your mind to live in your purpose too. Because that's the Mamba way. Love you, babies.